Forget heroes and building a utopia. It's time for the machines of darkness to rise. This is the Cyberdark deck at full power. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Game Panda. Today we are playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and today we got ourselves a brand new deck. Hope you guys are ready. We're playing as Zane Truesdale, which only means 2 potential decks. And we are playing Cyberdark, alright? Hear me out. Cyber Dragon is really good deck. It can do well, but Cyberdark is criminally underrated. Not that many people play Cyberdark, and I do see where they're coming from. Yes, right now with the current meta, it is all a coin flip game. If you go second, you basically win. Cyberdark does take a slightly longer turn. It takes 2 turns to get set up. 2 turns, okay? Not 1, but 2. So let's tell you guys what's in this deck and then show you guys how to actually play it. So, starting off, we got 2 edges. We got 2 horns and 2 keel. Those are our main fusion monsters, horn, edge, and keel. Then for our support Cyberdark monsters, you're basically never going to be summoning these guys. They are only there to activate their skills. We got 3 cannons and 3 claws. For our spell and trap cards, we're running 2 MSTs, 2 Overload Fusion, 2 Cyberdark Impact, and 2 Dice It. For our extra deck, we are running 2 Dragon Master Knights, 2 Cyber Darkness Dragons, and 2 Cyberdark Dragons. Everything is 2 besides Cannon and Claw. And then the skill that we're running is Cyberdark Style. Basically, our life points go down by 1,000. Each time that happens, we get to go ahead and grab a random Cyberdark monster from our deck. So before we get into our duel, let's go ahead and go over how this deck actually plays. So, you want to activate Cannon's effect. Cannon's effect activates, it goes to the graveyard. Boom! 1 thing in our graveyard. And on top of that, we get a Cyberdark monster in our hand. It's going to be Edge, Horn, or Keel. We discard Claw, it goes to the graveyard, we get a spell card. Usually, actually, the only spell card we can get is Cyberdark Impact. This is our main fusion card. This will get us Cyberdark Dragon. Cyberdark Dragon uses Horn, Keel, and Edge to go ahead and fusion summon, and this fusion card allows us to use cards in our hand, field, and graveyard and shuffles them back into our deck, so it's a nice way of cycling our cards. Dice It is really nice, especially if you activate it during your opponent's turn. You must activate this during your opponent's turn, so it sends cards from your deck to the graveyard equal to a dice roll, and then if it's a 6, we banish 1 card from our graveyard. We don't want 6s, but it's okay. But the main purpose of this deck is to send things to our graveyard, so that way we can go ahead and use Cyberdark Impact to fusion Cyberdark Dragon. Now there will be times where we're going to use Overload Fusion. Overload Fusion is basically going to be how we get Cyber Darkness Dragon out there, because he requires 5 Cyberdark effect monsters. All of these are Cyberdark effect monsters, so if we have 5 of them in our graveyard or on the field, we can go ahead and bring out Cyber Darkness Dragon. We can also bring out Cyberdark Dragon using Overload Fusion, however, it's better to use Cyberdark Impact for that. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck is Dragon Master Knight doing in this deck? Now, this was not my idea. Usually, after I build a deck on my own, I kind of see where it ranks among other built decks, and I saw this on Reddit. I'll put the post up here. Thank you to the user. His name is Orange Flood on Reddit, and he came up with this idea of using Dragon Master Knight. So we use Claw's effect. Claw gets equipped to one of our monsters, whatever it may be. We can then use its effect, where during the damage calculation, we send 1 monster from our extra deck to the graveyard. We send Dragon Master Knight to the graveyard. Then, when we summon Cyberdark Dragon, he gets to equip 1 dragon type monster and gain the attack points equal to that card's attack. So we will have Cyberdark Dragon equipped with Dragon Master Knight, who has 5,000 attack points. That's going to give us over 6,000 attack points for Cyberdark Dragon. That's our main combo right there, and that's what we're always going to be going for. But enough yapping, enough chit chat, we're going to get ourselves right into a duel. Alrighty, we got ourselves our opponent here. We got Safadaum? Playing as a Yami Yugi. Alright, Yami Yugi it is. Let's see. Oh, he's got an archive skill, so he could be playing almost anything here. We don't know. Let's see. We got Edge, Keel, so we need a Horn. We have Claw, which is good. So if we get a Cannon our next turn, we should be fairly set. And yes, if we get a cannon, you could technically bring out your ace monster Cyberdark Dragon first turn, but we're gonna play for fun and try and get our Dragon Master Knight combo going. Okay, there's an impact. It's not really what we want to see, just because we have impact already using Claw. So Claw goes to the graveyard. Does he have anything? I'm assuming it's like an effect veiler, maybe. It's not an effect veiler, okay? He doesn't activate it, whatever it may be. We're then going to normal summon Edge, equip Claw. That way we can send Dragon Master Knight to our graveyard. Come on, right? We attack. Does he activate anything? He activates something. What is this? It's a ritual monster. Oh, he's playing the cooking guys. Ooh, the French cooking guys. Okay, okay. Novellis. Okay, yeah. French cooking guys. All right, that's fine. It's fine by me. We got this, though. It's still doable. We just need a horn. If we can draw horn or dragon, so that's... or cannon, my bad. That's 5 potential... Oh. Oh, what is this? Why are you doing this? Hold up, I did not read. I'm being a typical Duel Links player here, not reading. Ah, yes. Okay. I guess that's okay. Just gonna put you in defense position and call it a day. Or you can attack me and deal 1,000 damage. Alright. So give me a horn here and we win. We got cannon, perfect. So we go ahead and activate cannon's effect. We bring in a horn. Now watch the magic happen. We activate impact, alright? We activate impact. Then we go ahead and send our 3 monsters that we need back into our deck. Send them back into our deck. We normal summon Cyberdark Dragon, alright? Cyberdark Dragon is now normal or special summon. We then equip with Dragon Master Knight and we have 6,100 attack points. Wowie wow. We then attack. And wowie wow, we win, dealing 4,400 damage. My goodness, that was so good. Now, yes, we did have somewhat of an ideal starting hand. It is possible that you get a terrible starting hand. But you cannot lie to me that that's not fun. That looks so fun. It's so cool to play that way. And that is also why we're playing Cyberdark style. Just because if we didn't get horn or cannon there, let's say we got another keel, right? I send that keel back to the graveyard, back to my deck, and then I have another 5 cards that I could potentially grab that would get me horn, right? You guys didn't get to see how Dice It worked, but Dice It, we're basically only activating on our opponent's turn. We're not activating it on our own. You didn't get to see Overload Fusion or Cyber Darkness Dragon. That's okay, because realistically, you're almost never going to be summoning him. But you guys got to see how we summoned Cyberdark Dragon, used our big combo with Dragon Master Knight. Again, thanks to Orange Flood on Reddit for giving me the idea of using this. Before, the deck was without Dragon Master Knight, and then I saw that post and I was like, let me add Dragon Master Knight because that just seems insanely cool. But let's go ahead and show you guys how to actually get these cards. A lot of this actually comes from Zane Truesdale drops. So Edge comes from a drop, Horn comes from a drop as well, Keel also comes from a drop, and Cannon, you guessed it, comes from a drop. It's also in World Championships. If you got any tickets for that still left over, you can get him from that. He's also in KC Cup reward tickets, so if you have any extra super rare tickets, go ahead and use them on that. This is a very expensive deck with everything being super and ultra rare, but a lot of this stuff does come from tickets as well, so do look out for that. Claw comes from drops and login bonus campaign rewards. MST, you guys know, Anatomic Theory. I've been saying Anatomic Theory this entire time, and that's completely wrong. It's Anatomic Theory. Overload Fusion, you guys get from Future Horizon. Also comes from box chips, but I don't know what other cards really, what other fusion decks really use dark type machine monsters. It's just not really a thing besides for this deck, so I wouldn't use box chips if I were you. Cyberdark Impact comes from dual drops as well, and Dice It is special as it comes from Joey Wheeler dual drops and Duke Devlin level up rewards. I'll show you the Duke Devlin level up tree in just a second. For our extra deck, we got ourselves Dragon Master Knight coming from the Card Trader. He does show up in the featured cards right here, I believe so. There you go, right there, featured card, Dragon Master Knight. Go ahead and pick up a few copies of him. One, honestly, is enough. You don't need more than one. Then we have Cyber Darkness Dragon coming from Zane Truesdale drops, and Cyberdark Dragon, Zane Truesdale drops as well. So if you farm Zane Truesdale, you basically got the entire deck here. And then pick up Dragon Master Knight from the card trader. Dice it, I mentioned earlier. Go ahead and show you Duke Devlin level up tree real quick. At level 11, you get your first Dice It. And at level 25, you get your second one. So level up Duke Devlin up to level 25, and you'll get yourself your second copy of Dice It. All of these also come from tickets as well. I unfortunately don't have any regular tickets to show this with. Actually, maybe this one will have it. Let's look up Cyberdark. There you go. All the Cyberdark cards are right here. So you can easily use your tickets and get yourself Cyberdark deck. And it's fairly fun to play, fairly easy to play for that matter. It does take minimum of 2 turns to set up. You can do it with 1, but you have to get super lucky with your starting hand, and you won't be able to do the Dragon Master Knight play. You would just be able to get Cyberdark Dragon out there, and that's about it. For the skill, it is a drop reward. Another skill that you could play that I was potentially thinking about, if you don't want to play with Cyberdark style, you could play with No Excuses. No Excuses will give you Power Bond. Power Bond is just a nice fusion card to have. It will give you a ton of attack points. It essentially doubles your attack points that you have. So if you use Cyber Darkness Dragon, you would have 4,000 attack points plus whatever it gets from its regular bonuses. And then you could deal a bunch of damage that way. You will take 2,000 life point damage, but it's a small price to pay. So you could use that skill if you want. I prefer Cyber Dark style just because I like playing with Dragon Master Knight. But with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and let me know down in the comments below, what kind of deck do you prefer? Do you prefer Cyber Dragon, or do you prefer Cyber Dark Dragon? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.